Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today I am in my craft room inside my home. I tried very hard yesterday. I spent all day and a lot of the evening trying to get my video to work for me. I had some issues with, I could make my video, I could write my video, I could edit it, and meaning by that edit word, I could make it right side up. But I could not get that edited video to upload to the cloud so that I could upload it to my YouTube studio. So I need my son-in-law's help, and I know that he will help me. He's just out of town right now. So I've moved everything back in to my in-home studio, or craft room like I like to call it. And in the process, I have decorated almost all of this yellow tied sari silk bunny journal. I think I just have, let's see, I have, see what I mean? I've just almost decorated it all. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the back page. So let's go ahead and address that. Now before we do, I want to say that if anyone is looking for some flat back pearls, they have them now at the Dollar Tree. I found these a couple of days ago, so if you're looking for some, you can check it out. Very reasonable. They do have sticky on the back. I would not trust that sticky. I used a lot of these in my journal here, like all these are these little flat back pearls. I added extra glue and placed them on. I took the backing off and then I stuck them on with some extra glue. So check that out. Another thing, if anyone is interested in picking up a glue gun like I have here, they have them now at Walmart in the crafts section. I got one for my outside studio the other day when I was shopping. There is a button here. It's the on and off switch. After you plug it in, you're going to make sure, or you're going to need to make sure, that the light is on. This light is off. Oh, well, wait a second here. My light just went out. What? There it is. Nope. What is going on? There it is. Is there a short in it? Good thing I bought another glue gun. Anyway, you turn this on. This light's supposed to come on. It was doing that. There it is. Okay. There was a glitch in the matrix, guys. So make sure that that light comes on. Also, when you put your first glue stick in, you're going to need to pull this. I think I pulled my brand new one maybe about 7 times. Get a scratch piece of paper when you actually get that glue stick to get down here where the heating element is, because mine kind of came out as a blob and you don't want that to come out on your project. So just check it out with a piece of scratch paper. If you've never used a hot glue gun before, you must be very, very careful. They can burn you very, very badly, guys. So be very careful and be mindful of that. All right, that's all the announcements that I have. Now, I have lots of little fussy cuts here. Now, I had 3 different little packets like this. I divided them up the best I could. I got my fussy cuts from the digital kit itself. Now, this digital kit of all these bunnies is from a site called digitaldesignClub.com, and it is a subscription base. Digitalcollageclub.com. That's a lot to say, isn't it? And like, for instance, I fussy cut him out. So like I printed some extra papers so that I could print and be able to fussy cut some of these beautiful elements out and use them in my decorating. I also printed a couple out. I think I'm going to have some papers for extra writing space, and I'm going to pop it into the very back pocket because, you know, we used an envelope for this project. So this is a very large pocket. I think I'm going to do a little thumb notch right here, and I can put some extra writing papers in there. So let's get our little basket. I'm going to remove these two. These packets are for the other two journals, the bunny journals. I've got these pieces that are left that we can use. I also have in here, I've got some pieces. I've got this that I've been using, this digital's from Roxy's Creation. This is a coffee dyed grid paper, and then I have some scraps that I was using, the grid scraps and all. So I'm going to take this out. Alrighty. So what else do I have here? I have a dish, and in my dish I have some bows. I have some buttons that have some thread through the holes, and I have a few butterflies. Now I've picked colors of these items and I've used them throughout my journals, so you're not going to see like a blue bow. They're all this peach and kind of a I don't even know what, it's kind of like coffee dyed color right here, and it's all throughout. Now I did go ahead and back this little fussy cut right here, this little bunny, on just a piece of cardstock, and here it is. I thought he would be, or she would be, so cute. Just popped in there just so she just kind of sticks out like that. I just decorated this page with a couple of buttons. I have this thing I need to really work on, that every page doesn't have to have something, but I'm having a really hard time with that. I just like to have every page have something on it, a little something, and I see others and they make their things and their pages that don't have anything, and I like their pages, but when I do it, I just feel like, oh goodness, I think it needs something else. So I have to work on that. Now this one is only glued down on two sides, so it has a very large tuck space here. I thought that's where I could take maybe one of my papers that I have coffee dyed, for instance this one, and I could trim just the folded area so it becomes two pieces, and then I would be able to take this paper, and I might want to take the corner off just a little bit here, so just put it double so that it doesn't chew, and then I can fold it in a way that it will fit right in here, and that would be really sweet. I also have another little tuck spot right here. I could either fold up my other piece right here. I could do the very same thing on the other side if I wished, or I could, put a nice little card, digital card on there. And let's see here. Everything that I've used in this journal is from the kit, except for the sari silk. Well, this is kind of sticking out a little bit. I might have to fold it again. This sari silk that I have used, it's from Crimson Heart Studios, and I will link her shop down below, as well as the digitalcollage.com. That's kind of a lot to say, isn't it? I wonder if it'd look cute this way. I think I needed to fold it a little more, but that's kind of cute that way. All right, so let's get back to where we were, and let's work on a little bit of this. It's getting kind of large. I'm hoping it still will shut nicely with our closure. We're going to see. Hopefully I don't have to come up with something else. I've got this little fella left. I have got this one. I have got some bunnies, little bunnies, and I've got this little one right here. I think that maybe I would like to use both of these, but I'm not sure exactly what I want to do. I've got some of that scrap grid paper that I have been using. I can cut myself a tear myself some pieces, and let's see what we can come up with. I don't want to just pop her like on here. I could, but I kind of think that she looks like she's floating in the air. So I tend to kind of work that out by doing something maybe like this, or I could take a little bit of the sari silk and we could put it, I'm going to move this over just a little bit, we could put it in a little bit, I think I just want a little bit right here. I'm just going to lay it right on the top and maybe just push it just a little bit. I don't want a whole big pucker. I got some scissors here and trim this off. I could bring it up this way too. Nope, I'm going to just cut that right off just like that. Now let's see, how is this going to look on here? I think that looks better. I think she doesn't look like she's floating in the air. You can also put a little piece right down that side, right where the tracing paper, the coffee dye tracing paper is glued to the, I think it's a digital on this side. Yep, it's a digital that has coffee dyed back. So does this go all the way? It sure does. So I'm just going to use my glue, and I'm using hot glue. It's quick, it's easy, and it's really good for me when I'm doing my videos because I don't have to worry about the glue not drying and moving on me, or getting stuck on another page or something like that. So I use the hot glue when I'm doing videos, definitely a lot. Alrighty, now, oh you guys, it's raining. It looks so beautiful out there. We need the rain so very badly. Alright, so I've got my frayed burlap, and I'm just going to get some of that ink onto my sponge here. Now I have inked up my items in this journal, so I'm going to continue doing that. Now inking is a personal preference, so maybe you don't like it. That's okay. You don't need to do this step. I've got some frayed pieces here. I'm going to trim this off, and let's pop her right on here. I'm thinking it might be cute to give her a bow. We could maybe put a bow right here, something like that. Okay, I'm going to switch to my art glitter glue. Yeah, Frankie Francine is talking to me. It's only thundered once. She doesn't like thunder, so I'm sure she can feel the pressure change, so hopefully she doesn't get upset. Okay, so now let's turn this over after we've glued it, and let's just pop it right onto the page, just like that. I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue right here at the end, and I'm going to pop that right on there. I'm looking for a, oh goodness, here we are. Sorry about that, guy. I'm looking for one of these. Now, like I said before, I was using the other, but this is quicker for me right now. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to add my glue and pop this right on. I'm going to put a little more glue on that to hold that down. There we go. All right, that was quick and easy, and that's pretty cute. What do we want to do over here? Once again, I'm just saying I have to decorate everything. You don't have to decorate everything, but I don't know, somehow I haven't been able to get over that yet. I think about it, but then I think, I don't know, I think it needs something. So I'm working on that issue. I don't know, do some of you have that issue too? Do you think every page needs to be decorated? This is when clusters come in really nice, and you can just pop a cluster on. I didn't make any clusters for this kit. I should have made some clusters. They would have come in handy. That's what I like clusters for, that and popping it onto digital, not digitals, pieces of ephemera that you've made as part of the decoration. All right, so I just laid that there just to break things up a little bit, to give it a little different, different print to look at. And I'm just going to pop him right there. Oh, that was some lightning. Did you guys see that? Oh, yep. You heard that? Oh, I just made something fall off the desk. That's interesting. All right. So we've got that down. I think that's looking good. Now, we've got one that already has a digital, and then we have one that is a blank page. I love the fact that there's music and digital and coffee dyed and grid, and then there's even a digital on the edge. I just think it's so pretty when we can mix it up like that. His little flower is bent. I'm going to straighten his little flower up. I think that's all that's going to need is maybe a little fussy cut there. Now, I said I had these that I was using, and this is from Roxy's Creation, a digital of hers, and I'm going to cut me, or rip me, a little strip. I'm thinking that I would like that strip to be placed on here somewhere. Now, I don't want all that white showing, so I'm going to pull that off. There we go. Pull that off like that. And do I want to go all the way? Why not? Let's go all the way, the whole length of the page. I'm going to ink up the edge. I'm going to rip this part right here too. I want it all torn. And inking it up just very quickly here. Just to, I just think it takes that, well, it definitely takes the white away. And I think it makes it stand out a little more. All right, so let's pop that. I need to do a little bit more right there. You see how the white is still showing? And I'm going to rip it off right there. So let's finish this and add our ink to it and pop it right on that seam between the coffee dyed and the grid. I'm going to use my art glitter glue, and I'm going to add my glue to the back of this strip that we have prepared to place right here. Goodness gracious, there we are. Right here. Yeah, I think that will be wonderful. And then I need to quickly just brush my sponge on here. I don't want to rip this little flower. Goodness gracious, Cathy, don't rip the flower. Get his side of his face right here. Okay. And I think I want him down here. I'm going to stick with my art glitter glue and adding the glue to the back of my fussy cut. It's like this. Okay. And then popping him right over on the side. Oh, he's taking some flowers to his mommy. Now let's see. What if we put a bow right there? So he's like giving it as a gift. And I'm going to add hot glue so that it sticks right away. And I want to add a very small little pearl right here where the center of the bow. And I need a new glue stick. I think I can get some out. Yeah, just enough to hold this. I think it's coming along great, you guys. We've got one last page, and how do we want to do that? What do I have left? I have this and this. Well, we just used him, so I'm going to set him over to the side. So we can use this right here, and I think I'm just going to glue it down on two sides, and I'm going to grab a glue stick so that it will be quicker. All right, I've got my glue stick in my glue gun, and I'm going to add my glue to 3 sides, or 2 sides, I'm sorry, 2 sides. I'm going to pop it right on, just like that. And I'm thinking that maybe one of these little butterflies, I think it's just the perfect color, but I'd like something else on there as well. And I'm thinking a piece of grid paper. Coffee dyed grid paper might be really nice. I don't know, that might be the wrong shape, but a little something up there. Let's try that out and see how we like that. Maybe something like this. Yeah, I think that will look cute. So I'm going to use my art glitter glue, and I'm going to add this little scrap. I love saving all my scraps, especially when I'm working on a project. Saving the scraps of the paper in which you're using really helps to tie in your pages together if you keep using the same prints and colors and textures throughout your journal. Then it will tie each page together and it will seem more cohesive. I'm going to add just a little tiny dollop of hot glue and stick my little pearl right on there. I'm not sure. I don't think I want too many elements, going on. I just don't think that looks too good. Now over here, I have talked about placing a hole punch, and so, I forgot about having those, oh goodness, guys, about having those buttons. I don't know, maybe a button would be cute on there. Okay, it's all right, Kathy. Everything looks good. We don't need to put another button on. All right, so I've got a 1.5 inch hole punch, and I have marked the halfway point right here. And I'm just going to pop it in here and just pop it out something like this. Goodness, I'm going to have to really use my muscles here. No, goodness. Okay, got that punched out. I think that looks good there. I've already inked up the top of that, so I just want to ink this part. And this is where I thought folding up a digital, probably not this one because it's the exact same one, but folding one up and sticking it inside for extra journaling space. And you guys, I think that this one, every single page is finished, is completed, is decorated. Now, this is still going to be fine. Folded over like that. I think I still don't know what I want. I really like this yellow. I'm hoping that there's enough that maybe I could just put 2 holes here and put 2 rivets. So let's do that and get this taken care of. So what I want to do is I'm going to get my standard hole punch. I'm going to get my little tool right here, and I'm looking for my eyelets. They're over here. They're 3/16 grommets eyelet set, and that's what that's called. I wrote it on there. And I think I would like, do I want the gold because I've got gold in this, do I want gold? I don't know, you guys. Or do I want this dark color? I'm always using this one, and I don't have much of it left. I think I'm going to use 2 of these. I'm going to switch it up. The gold would have been fine. No, I can't decide because it has that gold sparkle in the, okay, because it has gold in the lace, I'm going to use the gold. I tend to use the darker ones, and I tend never to use the silver over here. I don't know. I think I need to maybe venture out and use it. Always use what I think looks good with the project. I guess I never make anything that the silver looks good with. I'm going to set this over here so it doesn't spill, guys. And I'm going to take this before I accidentally spill this, and I'm going to pop it into my little dish here. Okay. And then let's look at doing the center. Okay, so that's about right. And so I think if I put one of my eyelets here and one here, that would look really good. So I'm going to take my standard hole punch, and I'm going to punch right here. I'm going to punch right here. Now I don't use the holes from my little machine because they're too big. So I have to use the standard for my size of eyelet. This is, make sure I know, this is the top. So this is where I need to put my top of my eyelet, and then I pop on my back. Now I always use a backing, because in the very beginning when I first started using these, I didn't use a back and they were coming apart. They were coming off from my paper, and so that's when I realized I really need to use a back. So now I always use a back. I use an eyelet, sorry about that. And I'm going to pop this into my machine. I'm going to press it down just like that. There we go. Well, that looks wonderful. Okay. Sometimes I like to turn it and do it this way as well. I don't know. I just do. So, okay. So now I'm going to do the other one, and then we're going to put our sari silk in. All right. So I have both of my eyelets in. I'm going to use the end of this just to help me pop it through the eyelet. I'm going to do the other end as well. I think this is what I want. I'm hoping this will work. My idea in my head, make them as even as possible, pulling them through. And then once we have sewn the signature in, oh, it's so cute. Once we've sewn our signature in, then we'll be able to pull this around, and yeah, I need to make it like this. This is what I think I want. Like I said, it's in my head. We'll see if my idea in my head works. It may not hold it. No, I don't think that idea works. So this is what I'm going to need to do. I'm going to need to take it out. So now I've taken it out, and I'm going to pop these back in. I think I want my knot to be on this side. I think I want my knot to be on this side. So I'm putting them through again. Yeah. My first idea didn't work so well. So now, if I put this through here, pull it evenly, and if I put a knot here, will this work? If I put a knot here, I'm not sure, guys. I hope I get this knot out if it doesn't work. Oh, sometimes everything's just a work in progress, right? Put my knot there. That looks pretty. I like that. Pull it this way, like this. I think this is going to work for me. I might have to readjust readjust my knot so I get a better bow. Yeah, I think I need to readjust my knot, or maybe a bigger piece of sari silk. Anyway, I'm going to sew in the signature, and when I completed all three, I'll let you know, because I'm going to be popping it over into my Etsy shop. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.